I would argue tech and comics share a similar thing there where tech and art work off of this idea of selling you mystery. Art sells you something, it sells you awesomeness, like it sells you majesty, something that just can sit on its own and be something without serving a purpose or having a function. It doesn't have to be a craft, it can just exist as it is, and that's lit. Technology's different. It works off of an abstraction. If the way technology succeeds is by hiding how it works from you. You don't need to know how it works, but you need to know it will work for you. And like, if you know how to work it, you don't need to know how to flip a bit or ones and zeros inside. You don't need to know how transistors work for you to be able to work an iPhone. That's kind of the similar mystery I would argue that art and technology work from. That's why I would argue art is inherently a little bit more magical space to be in, because we don't have to work off of abstraction in this space. We actually are just kind of selling the majesty for what it is, whereas tech has to kind of pull in the smoke and mirrors and be, the Wizard of Oz for a little bit to kind of get you, because if you try to explain a cell phone to someone, they probably wouldn't buy it. Well, there's this radio, and it takes in these different high frequency waves, and you can then send messages through waves in the air. And they're like, so LTE is going to kill me? Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're immediately going to go to 5G and radios. So art's kind of fun because you don't have to hide the sausage making process. You can showing them the sausage making process actually makes them trust you more, which is kind of cool. So I guess it's equal and opposite in that regard. They're kind of on different sides of the same coin, I would argue then. So I get, it sounds like we're close to time, are we? All right. Thank y'all so much. This was my very, very first panel. I really appreciate y'all for coming. I was really nervous I was going to have to do the whole nobody came to my first panel video for TikTok. So thank y'all so much for coming. And I hope I gave y'all something you needed.